morning. A very warm welcome to this blended learning workshop here at UCSD. My name is Paul Hadjipiris. I'm an instructional designer for the Center for Engaged Teaching. I guess you probably have heard from me a couple of other times so far during this workshop. You should have reviewed a couple of the screencasts that we've created already. So this is the third and final one from me, and then it's going to be over to you. So this is a quick overview of the lesson that you'll be taking in order to give you the skills and the knowledge able to create your own blended lesson. So I look forward to going over this with you. So I'll just be a couple of minutes. So if you can see here, this is the screencast that I've created. Now what I can do is play that while okay, so I've got my spiel, haven't I? Now, I wanted to show you this because you can actually screencast a screencast. So if you're kind of creative with it, you can have multiple screencasts happening at the same time. But that's something that we can talk a little bit about in person as well. So I'd like you to watch this video that I'm actually recording now. Now, the next section is the think section. So I would like you to engage with these 4 questions. Now the 4 questions, the first one is, what skills do you want students to learn and apply? The second section is going to be what content would you like to deliver? The third section is, how will you actually check for learning? And the fourth and final is, how does your content that you want to deliver align with your outcomes? Now, this is extremely important and something that we've discussed already in terms of alignment and backward course design as well. So if I could ask you to go ahead and fill out and populate your answers here. And once you're done that, and please do that in your own time, once you've done that, I would like you to move on to the dig deeper section. So if you go ahead and click. Now, just as a quick note, by doing this is what your students are going to do, learn, feel, experience. And it's incredibly important for us to go through the process ourselves so we can kind of understand maybe some of the kinks and some of the problems that actually occur. Okay, so now this is the dig deeper section. Now this section for you will be to contextualize some of this learning, some of this knowledge, so you're able to actually create a really good, meaningful lesson. So I would like you please to click on this link here, and that will take you to Dr. Hargis's site, his blog, which there is actually a podcast and a research paper on blended learning. So if you could please go ahead and do that and engage with that material. And once you've done that, I would like you in your own time, of course, to click on the discussion section here. All right, so this is the area in which your students, and in this case you and we will start to discuss elements of blended learning and how to create a lesson. So the prompt is here. So I mean, as you can see, please click on this button, and what will happen is that I've posed a question. So in this case, my question is, please listen to and review the research and consider how might you use quality matters, which is the substance of that research paper, to design your blended learning environment. Now, like any good challenge, any good teacher, all right, we want to encourage and maybe try to encourage a little bit of challenge here. So if you would like, it would be wonderful if you could, under this link, please post your YouTube URL that will link directly to the screencast that you have created. And what we can do is that we can start talking about it online in what's called an asynchronous environment, which means that this could go on for the next week or so. All right, and we pick it up as and when you have time and as and when you see fit, and we go back and forth. So it's not an instant feedback. Okay, so there is 2 sections here. And then I like this part because it's the final thought. And in this case, for this particular blended learning workshop, the final thought will be on research. So I've included a number of studies that I'd like you to review. And this will be, in essence, this is a take-home. This is to help you out when you're actually creating your own resources and your own lessons. And there is a number of research papers which have that please just go ahead and click on the link and you'll have access to that. So in review, we have a watch section, we have a think section, we have a dig deeper, and we have a discuss. Okay, and the final section is on research. So it just leaves me to thank you so much for taking part in this blended learning workshop, and I'm probably going to be floating around the room as we speak. So please go ahead and ask me any questions that you see fit. Thank you very much for your time. Take care.